I guess I'm gonna be going solo because no one else is really joining. That's okay. That's okay. We don't care about that stuff. You know what we care about? Care about um, the community that we're gonna be building. Now, I'm gonna be doing a little world tour. Excuse me. Words. Jeez. A world tour of all the major Titania worlds that we've kind of been through. And I guess the best way to start is the first Titanium world. This was created on the PlayStation 3 edition of the game. So it's been converted into Java, the PC version of the game, and then later to Bedrock, and that's why there are a lot of funky stuff going on. Because obviously the conversion isn't isn't gonna be perfect, but that's okay. So we don't care about that stuff. We don't care about. We're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for, um, good. Oh, it's daytime. Okay, so this is actually the castle that I've built. It's kind of the. I'm kind of selfish for doing this, but it's kind of the main build in this whole world. So you get this really nice stairway going up to the castle. Again, I was like 15 at the time. In fact, we can maybe check this. God, this is okay. This is already taking me back. Let's take off the shield, so I can actually see this. Please read. Rules. No griefing, no stealing, fix what you break. Build something, have fun. Welcome to Drums Playing Titania. This date is completely incorrect, by the way. This is an estimation, and it's way off. This world was created much earlier. Hello, Joey. Nice seeing you on stream today. Yeah, Titan Skizzles, Bibalitios, Wolfman Sniper, and our World Gang. These are the main players. There have been other people on this world, but not really much progress has been done by them. And as you'll see, the lack of active players in the game was the main reason why this world never really. This is, yeah, this is mobile work right there. But yeah, have a great 2017. Yeah, this is a little bit of an older world. It's not the first world I've ever made in this game. I've been playing this game since 2013, so I've had much older worlds, but this was definitely one of the most significant worlds I've ever had. Also, the spawn area is really laggy. I think it's because of all the vines and the leaves we kind of placed. There used to be a cow farm here. Well, there's a single cow now, but kind of tore it down. There was also a town hall, which is why there was a path was leading to the little town hall that I had going, and yeah, it just didn't work out because it was too small. I wasn't able to fit a larger build. This is one of the quirks of converting a world from PS3 to Java to Bedrock. Obviously, weird things are gonna happen. And these horses, they weren't all white, but yeah, they just kind of. This happened due to the conversion. Hi, bunny. Ooh, want to see something cool? Want to see something cool? Look at these bunnies. Look at the size of these bunnies. Wait. Ooh, there we go. Look at the size of these bunnies. That's what a normal bunny looks like. Check this out. You need to see this. You have to see this. Look at how big this. Jeez, I can't get out. Look at how big this bunny is. Jeez. And holy crap, also, this is a secret that only, I guess, Joey won't know. This was my secret stash. This was my first house in this world. I've had this, you know what this is. If you've been playing Minecraft for longer than 2 years, you probably know what this is. Um, I think stream crashed. Oh no, stream did not crash. And yeah, this mobs cannot enter, but he could actually enter. In fact, yeah, he can't really get out. This was a very old Minecraft thing. And speaking of very old Minecraft thing, hello Husks. Um, Look at these villages. They're just so boring. Like, jeez. This is how the villagers used to look. The villages, excuse me, used to look like. They were kind of boring. Not gonna lie. Um, you can see the little snowman that I built. I had to kind of remove the lower. I wasn't this bad at parkour, by the way. Ooh, this is something you were able to do on the PS3 version. You were able to place sugarcane underwater for some reason. I use this as kind of decoration, but also to be able to breathe. Now we have kelp and seaweed, so we don't actually need that anymore. But I did not miss a jump. You did not see that. Yeah, we had a little snowman buddy here. Cobblestone. This is a character, not a cobblestone. This is a cobblestone. So yeah, you could just hold. Oh, I forgot the button's name. I've not been playing on any console for a long time, and I also cannot jump on mobile. But yeah, this isn't very nice. Ooh, and everything you see here, you see this is all kind of extended. I think this used to be much larger, and it used to be connected to the river, which is something I never liked. I really wanted to create a bridge, so where you're able to use the boat in here, and this little pond, little thing, lake, and yeah, that never really played on this world for long enough to be able to do that. Also, I had used the pathways. I've worked really hard on those. So, which, speaking of working very hard on something, um, this, like a decent chunk of this mountain is made by me. So it didn't look like this. It was very steep, and I wasn't able to build the staircase or the thing according to it. So I had to do a little bit of terraforming, and not gonna lie, this is pretty good. Like I'm proud of myself. We have a little mining area. This whole area is basically completely man-made. It's completely, in fact, I think if you dig, nope, not here. Probably, I don't know, here. Yeah, you can see this was a ravine. So I did a lot of terraforming. I've never done anything like this before in Minecraft. Can you guys hear me? Am I covering them up? Yeah, I was covering the mic a little bit. Sorry, that's kind of a big mess up. Let's just do this. Nice. Okay. So there's a little farm there. This was an automated farm. I was really proud of this because I designed this by myself, and because I designed it by myself, it never really works that great. But it's fine. It's fine. It's semi-automated. It's one of those older, quote unquote, automated farms. Take some carrots from here. I have 5 diamonds. I stole them from someone. There's actually. Took the carrots, but I didn't use them. Great. There's actually a little house here. I don't know who built this. I think it's Underworld. Or is it? Yeah, it is. So you can see it's a nice little house. Keep distance. He's not here, so we don't tell him. We're not gonna tell him, right? Okay. He's nothing really valuable. This person, if I remember correctly, joined a little bit later in this world, and he didn't really do much. And his building style, huge lag spike. Sorry. Oh, even bigger lag spike. Sorry. But yeah, I didn't play it long enough to do much. It was mostly me, Bibelitios, and Jello, if you guys know him from my earlier streams. There's a wandering trader here. Uh, y'all saw nothing. Y'all saw nothing. Oop, huge lag spikes. This area was always laggy because I had a lot of vines and a lot of leaves that it just kind of affects the game. It used to be even more laggier than this, but oop, yep, huge lag spikes. But yeah, and oop, again, y'all did not see that. This was totally intentional. And a creeper exploded here. It isn't evident by the missing blocks. Oh, by the way, can we just take a second to appreciate this? Like this stairway has such a cool vibe. This was my little castle. It was a terrible castle, but I was kind of proud of this. Again, this was like 2015, and this is how you know the date on the signs we saw before isn't accurate, because this castle, which was obviously built much later, um, it was built in October 2015. So yeah, also the couldn't read text was like a moving text. You were able to do that on the PS3 version of the game. We have a little nice pool table, and in typical me fashion, everything is nicely organized. I'm not gonna open the chest with the discs because it may not be as organized. But yeah, I didn't really have many resources. And again, we really didn't do much in this world because people lost interest. It just, yeah, and it was also the wrong time because this was again PlayStation 3. Everyone was kind of buying PS4s, and I just didn't really I wasn't really convinced. Let's put the diamonds here. Also, another very important thing to keep in mind, when this world was converted from PS3, I kind of lost all the, let's sleep, kind of lost all my items, and I may have used cheats to get a couple diamonds, just enough to get me diamond tools and armor, and a little extra. This was actually, when you convert the world from PS3 to Java, this is the book that they kind of gives you. Uh, yeah, kind of nice a little. Ooh, let's show you a little bit of a secret. Uh, this is extremely difficult to do on mobile. Obviously on PS3 this was much easier. Where is the minecart? You have to be really specific. Jeez. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. This there was actually obviously on PS3 it's much easier to do, but yeah, this was kind of a secret, or was it? uh, by the time the realm ended, everyone knew that I did this. Also, who's Gorg? We have a little ender portal here, and I was kind of experimenting with this mechanic, which I was gonna automate it somehow. I didn't really know how, but I was gonna do that. And I have this little nice area up there, a little enchanting table. We have some, anvils and disenchant. Obviously, this was much later in the game. I don't think The PS3 version has this. But yeah, uh, really nice. I like it. I like it. It's nice, and obviously it could get up here. There was there were some chests here. You could store some stuff. There's a castle. This was a Halloween thing I like to do. I did this on the second season of Titania, and I hope to do this in the next season of Titania. It's basically tradition at this point, where I hide um, like pumpkin uh, things, pumpkin heads, and pumpkin armor stands, and I challenge people to find all like 10. Usually it's like 10 or something. Uh, for a reward. And yeah, honestly, no one really looked for these. Some people found them by accident. That's about it. Because they knew that I really didn't have any resources. Ooh, and another thing, if anyone played the PS3 slash Xbox 360 version of the game, they know that the world is absolutely tiny. And um, when you get an update, if you explored the whole world, that's it. You can't get the new stuff. And you always kind of miss out. And there used to be a glitch where the starter chest, what was it called? Yeah, that chest, the bonus chest, it would actually spawn. There was a bug where it would actually keep spawning. Like every time you join and leave the world, um, it would actually spawn again. And I was lucky one day to get acacia wood, and I was really proud of this. Like this was a flex. Acacia is extremely rare in titanium. This is all I have of it, and obviously that was kind of, I'm ruining the whole house. Jeez. Let's just, I don't know why I'm putting this back. There's a million backup of titania, obviously. Um, I had one of the members' stuff in this chest, and yeah, I ended up kind of messing things up, and I put his stuff with my stuff. But yeah, otherwise it's really nice. There's a lot to this world. Like there's a lot of tiny stuff. I can't really go through all of it because I would just run out of time. Obviously, this world has a lot of history. I've played this world for almost 2 years till 2017, and yeah, by 2017, basically everyone bought a PS4, and I had no friends on PS3. Uh, Fair enough, I guess. And I never really bought a PS4 because I'm not interested enough in video games, and now the PS5 came out. I'm just not interested enough to where I would spend a lot of money. Another very, very interesting thing. You see this whole area with this very ugly grass. Extremely ugly grass. Sorry, this is horrible grass. Yeah, this was all desert, and a huge part of it is still desert, but I was going to convert this into a plains biome to encourage people to kind of build because a snowy mountain area is just not encouraging to build on. And the same thing goes with the desert. People don't like to build in the desert. It isn't the most inspiring to build in. So I was going to convert this whole desert into a plains biome. Later, I changed my plains to savanna. I hoped that I would get acacia sapling, and maybe I could, convert this into savanna biome. But that did not work, obviously, because it's 4 years later, and it still is mostly desert. I even did this. I built a fake little house. This house was built purely to just show people that there's, first of all, potential in the area, and there's a little bit of activity. And it did actually encourage people to build. That I did not build that house there, but yeah, this was built by me. It was kind of it's a fake little house. No one lives in anything that looks like this. Not enough storage for even day two items. Excuse me. So yeah, and like way there, uh, in that direction, there's Jello's base, which isn't really much of a base to be honest. Um, yeah, it was nice. I love this season of the world. I love this season of Titania. This was the first time I've done anything like this, and I've done a lot of projects I've never done before. I used to be kind of a cave dwelling player. I never really built anything, and I really wanted to challenge myself. I really wanted to build stuff um, on a greater, frick, what is the world? On a greater scale, and obviously, I kind of did this whole terraforming. This area looks nothing like it actually looks like now. It looked horrible. There was a ravine. Um, there isn't much space to build on, and I couldn't even build the stairway to my castle. It was a hassle to get up the castle, or up to the castle. It's getting really laggy here. Obviously, all the vines and yeah. And this, with that bombshell, let's go to Titania 2, Season 2 of Titania, which a lot more people are familiar with. We had at one point uh, 6 active players at the same time, which is very much more than 2 or 3. But yeah, now bear with me. Been streaming for 20 minutes. Wow, 20 minutes for just season 1. That's a lot. And yeah, bear with me until the game loads. The phone is extremely hot. Okay. Did hello? Stream working? Hello? 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 See if the stream is working. Okay, it's working. It's just the phone is really slow. Jeez, bear with me. Bear. English is such a weird language. Uh, that's a long time to leave a world. Thank you. Jeez. Um, yeah, this is very professional. Let's just do a little bit of this. Let's get you guys dizzy. Okay. So this was the first season of Titania. This is where the name Titania came from, and it means not really much. I just like the way it sounds. Um, sort of made up. Now Titania Simps 2. God, I love this world. When we first created this, I was really nervous that I'm never gonna do what I did in the first season of Titania, and I remember having this discussion with Jello. I was like, I really want to stay on the second season of Titania, and he was like, no, let's start a new one. Um, this old one is really crap. It's really outdated. Again, this was PS3 2015, which was like 2 years behind the PC version of the game. And back then, obviously there were less blocks, less biomes, and Jello convinced me to switch to a new world, which at first, again, I was kind of against, but later I actually became like actually started liking it, and you'll see why. I've done a lot of stuff. Now again, if you bear with me, this is gonna take a little bit more than 2 seconds. Oh, the green bar is moving. Oh, something's happening. Yeah, this is again very professional. And also, I just figured out that my PC is so outdated; it doesn't actually run a lot of stuff, and it's great. It's great. It's great. I really don't know when I'm gonna be getting a new computer. Now we are actually nowhere near spawn. If you look at the coordinates, we're kind of far. Am I covering up the mic again? Yeah, I was covering up the mic. But we are very far. This is not spawn. This is not how I started. This is my Cyberpunk City. And this was a huge challenge. Also, members of my Discord server, or Jello's Discord server, will know this horse. Do you recognize him? Do you recognize this? Yeah, this horse is an icon. But yeah, I was gonna do something very challenging, which is one, build something on a much larger scale than I've ever done before, which is a city. That's a lot, and two is make it very detailed. And this one was very interesting. It obviously I never finished it because by the time I started this, everyone was burnt out. The problem with this game, it's probably a good idea to sleep. I really don't want a creeper to mess up any of my builds. But yeah, you kind of start off. It's very interesting because you have to survive the first and the second and the third night. You're kind of, you can get killed by anything, and it's very easy to die. You can't really focus on just building. And jeez. Okay, I guess it's time to sleep. No, it's not time for us. Just dang it. Just sleep. Yeah, you kind of have to focus on surviving, and this is something I both hate, but I also really like. Can you sit? Thank you. Because the game, it's just kind of fun when you die 10 times, especially when someone else dies. I hate dying. I love when other people die in the game of Minecraft. God, that doesn't even work anymore, apparently. Minecraft was used by terrorists. Anyways, but yeah, I was going to do something very challenging. I think I got an achievement for for not playing enough. What was that? Nice. I like this. Yeah, I like the number. Funny number. Receive a gift from a tamed cat. Wait, the string was what? I did not know that. Yeah, I was gonna do something very different. Is that what I was actually saying? Y'all did not see this. Again, professional Minecrafter. But yeah, I was gonna do something I've never done before in this game. I was talking about surviving. Yeah. Yeah, the first kind of few days are very challenging, but they're also really fun. And the game is like at its peak when it still is challenging enough, but you also have enough resources to start building larger stuff, and you start increasing your the size of your buildings, I guess, um, as you kind of go on and you start having bigger goals, and you get to the point where you're never satisfied, because you always want to build something that is much larger than what you built before. And you get to a certain point where uh, the stuff is just so large. It's basically more than you can actually handle, which is exactly what happened here. I bit off more than I can chew. Um, I guess you could say that. And I was really ambitious with this project. I tried to be realistic enough. Like, for instance, the buildings aren't huge in themselves, but the actual city is, at least the planned city. This whole island was going to be an entire city. In fact, it's it was going to be even more ambitious than that. I was going to build like two parts of this. There's gonna be like this old, poor part of the city, which is very cyberpunky. The road quality is absolutely terrible. Uh, the roads themselves are really narrow. You can't really, um, yeah, you can't really. It just feels kind of tight. That was what I was going for. This is exactly what I was going for. Missing glass. Um, But yeah, I really wanted to build this cyberpunk city because uh, I started getting into cyberpunk, and started watching movies like Blade Runner, and I just really like this idea of high tech low life. I feel like it's very realistic because humans have always had these crazy predictions of the future, and cyberpunk was much more realistic. It was a dystopia, and to some extent it was so dystopic that we actually ended up kind of liking it. People see it as an aesthetic, and whenever they see something that is very cyberpunk, they kind of like it. It's kind of considered. Thank you. uh, they kind of considered it an aesthetic, and yeah. But yeah, I was getting into cyberpunk. I really wanted to build a city. I was watching Vintage Beef from the Hermitcraft server, and he was building his own kind of cyberpunk city, and I just loved it so much. Some of the buildings are actually decorated, and there's a lot of detail. Like, wherever you look, there's something. There's stairs. It's kind of missing bricks. There's kind of different textures all over the place. It gives this, like, the more you look at it, the more you really, there's a lot to look at. So you just kind of stop every once in a while just to look at all the crazy details, um, which is kind of the charm in this building. It's also very unorganized. It's very dirty. It's very uh, it's kind of like an old modern-ish thing. It's like a modernized old building, old city basically. That's the whole idea. I just love it so much. This I was so lazy that I decided to just turn this into an abandoned building, uh, just so that I don't have to make an interior. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of detail. Like, there's a lot of detail. The sidewalks, the alleyways I was gonna do. This was, if I actually finish this, it should have a really cool vibe. Like, just imagine walking in the alleyways of the city with all the buildings surrounding you. It's nighttime. It's very unsafe and very sketchy to walk in these alleyways, but there are people that live here. There's going to be doorways. Um, in fact, if you look at most of the buildings that I've built, if they're kind of close to an alleyway, they would have a door to the alleyway, sometimes multiple ones. This was really annoying. If something spawned in here, they would just press on these pressure plates endlessly. But you can see I really wanted to create this really nice vibe in the city. I love having nice vibes, uh, both in real life and in game. You can see there's a lot of detail. Like, there's always something to look at. They're just all kind of random stuff, and it just makes If this was completed, it would be amazing. But fortunately, we never really got around to finishing this. This was going to be an airport. And this is perfect because we can take off from here. Actually, this is the smart thing and not fall in water. Hey, horse. You need to see this. Even though the city was never completed, there's something really cool about this. You know, just the city plan looks amazing in itself. I just love this. I just love looking at this. For some reason, it's really cool. There was also going to be a major road here. So you can kind of see the transition from this poor, old area to because this is a classist society, of course. But yeah, this road is much wider. It's much newer. There's a lot less variation. Most of these were accidental. I was going to keep this road almost. Junk. Do you want to load? Do you want to load? Do you want to load? Ooh. Well, those my shafts. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, I was gonna turn this. This was gonna be like the rich side of the city. It was gonna have larger buildings. It was gonna have less buildings, but they're gonna be larger. And God, the game is really acting up. Okay. So you can kind of see where the progress that I did. Jello helped. He actually built a little shop. I have to show you this. Jello, if you're seeing this is the struggle of me playing on mobile. Voice crack. Yeah, this was Jello's shop. What did he call it? The Jello shop. Amazing name. 10 out of 10. There's a little ATM there. Because, yeah. And does this no longer work? Oh, I think I turned the sound down. Yep, that's why. That's why it didn't work. And hello? Can I? No? What just happened? Again, professional streamer, jeez. That's embarrassing. Isn't that cool? It kind of sounds cool. And I did these neon lights. I think they look amazing. But the rest of the shop was built by Jello. So, is the door... Okay. It's gonna be nighttime soon. Actually, let's take this as an opportunity to show the kind of vibe I was going for. This is a city. This was a building requested by my friend, who actually requested this Bitcoin sign, which I was gonna put up there as a hologram sign, as a kind of hologram advertisement thing. He is a Bitcoin investor, so that kind of made sense. But yeah, again, these buildings are not really decorated. I just love the detail. Like, just imagine walking down these roads and the buildings were actually completed. That would be amazing, you know? But I guess one of the best ways to kind of show the vibe that I was going for is just to stand where, you know, buildings surround you like everywhere. And everything is just so tight. If you're claustrophobic, you'll hate this. And there's just so much detail and so much litter. It's disgusting. You're not supposed to like this, but for some reason, it's kind of cool. And you know what? I kind of like this. Cyberpunk is looking good. There's a lot of detail. I can't even... This is just the cyberpunk aspect of it, and we've been going for almost 15 minutes now. Just on this, like, look at this. This is so freaking cool, and every single one of these is entirely different. It's Some of these have stairs, some of these have slabs, some of these have flowing water, some of these have still water, and there's these lights which look like they're floating, and they just look amazing. I love it. I love it. This building was a huge regret because this material, this red nether brick, is just so expensive. It's a pain in the back to get. Anyways, let's hope there aren't any creepers anywhere. I mean, I have many backups of this world, but it's terrifying. My phone is dying here. But, yeah. I really don't want... There's so much to look at. Again, everything is just... Like, look at this. And this is flowing water, too. It made it flowing. And every single one of these is different. Some of these even have both flowing water and kind of smoke coming out of it, although most of them aren't. You have these sidewalks that some of them are cracked, and it's just amazing. I was gonna build also a tunnel that kind of goes underneath the rich side of the city. This was gonna be kind of a tunnel for the poor workers from this side of the city to the businesses, to the big businesses and enterprises in the larger, newer side of the city. But yeah, without... I would love to show you every detail in the city, but there's just so much. I mean, it doesn't look like much has been built, but it's just so... I love it. I love it. I really did not want to leave this season. So, yeah, kind of resisted for a bit until Jello convinced me. That doesn't sound very safe. I don't know if it's just me, but that doesn't sound very safe. So yeah, and oh god, we didn't even scratch the surface. There's just so much to look at in this world. I'm very proud of this. This is the best season of Titania yet. We never really built a better transportation thingy because that was not gonna be fun. I think I had like a soul sand road somewhere. No. Oh, I did. Oh, thank God. Oh. Oh, that is so much better. I miss this. I miss netherite gear. I hate diamond gear. It's horrible. Hello. You're adorable. Oh, I was gonna die there. That doesn't... Please don't tell me there's a ghast. Yeah, we suffered enough damage from ghasts in here. Also, this never worked. Actually, let's check this out. Moment of truth. Ooh, it worked. Killed like 2 zombie piglins, but... Oh. Nope. Stop. Bad. Thank you. Now... Ooh, actually, should we go through this portal? Yeah, I think it's better to go through this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sound? I hear sound. Okay, we're fine. Permanently excellent stream quality. I don't think so. Now this is Jello's base. At least his first one. It's crazy to think that we started it in a small cave. I think some of the members may remember how this looked like. Uh, Obviously, it looked nothing like this. There's a lot of cave to dig up. But let's just give the game a little bit of time. Okay, I think we're good. No, we are not good. Holy crap, this lag is insane. Let's just do a little bit of this. Not this. This is not good. This is not good. We do a little bit of this. Maybe even this. Yeah, the game is so much better now. It still is crap. Holy crap, that's horrible. Anyways, yeah, this is the spawn area. Actually, like right exactly there. There is 0, and this is the spawn area. This is where you kind of spawn when you first log in. Also, ducks. Also, check this out. Check this out. You can just kind of, oh, not that. If I can get in. You can just swim with the ducks. It's adorable. Look at how great this is. This is a great world. Mostly because of the ducks. Also, that duck has no wings. Sad. This is Jello's first chop. Jeez, they're showing this tiny. Look, this is a ripoff. Don't tell him, but that's a ripoff. Jeez. Free stuff. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, Stella's cam. Got this little farm. I like this. I kind of built this for him. Please, villagers. Yeah, I kind of wanted villagers. I kind of needed villagers, actually. This is Gerder Dragon's base. And there's some soul sign. Nice. I love this. And then no soul sign. And then there's soul sign. But this time you go up. And you go up to... Ta-da! It's a little house. It's adorable. Look at how tiny this is. Look at how adorable this is. Look at this. This is adorable. Get a little bit of a storage room here. I like it. I like, small houses. Very efficient. They just work. Also finished this in like less than an hour. A big house would take you days. This is the little area where we had our creeper farm that was very inefficient. In fact, it's a great spider farm. We could actually like get a ton of string of this, but not as much gunpowder. That's not how it's. Yeah. And then I have my little area here. Just again, I like good vibes. And ooh, the game is struggling. I like good vibes. Had this little nether portal kind of set up here. Just looks good. Had my little AFK spot, which was extremely unsafe. It turns out mobs can still detect you through trapdoors, and sometimes they may stand just outside and kill you the moment you get out. This was also a pumpkin farm, an automated one that produced A total of 1 pumpkin. Not very efficient. For some reason on Bedrock this is broken. I have no idea why. It's not. It's supposed to work. Like there's nothing that prevents a pumpkin from growing. I tried like the tilled dirt and the non-tilled dirt. I tried other blocks. It just never worked. Also have a little farm, and this one actually works. Except obviously it's not the most efficient. And I had a little farm here. This is where I get all my food. There's all my bees. Get little thing, a beehive. It's kind of cool. I really like paths because paths both can tell a story. It basically looks more lively because obviously only humans can build paths like this, artificial paths. And it's just kind of like a sign of life. And even if it's not, like even normal paths that are made by animals, they're the greatest thing about paths is they also help lead new players to other places, which is great. So this is the spawn area. It's nice. Also, this is a pain in the ass to make. Like, jeez, I hate this. I hate this bridge. I hate it. I wanted to make a bridge that is diagonal and also kind of goes up, and I wanted you to be able to ride a boat underneath this bridge. And this was way too ambitious because oop. This was very difficult to make. I mean, this is like a very basic bridge, and it was a pain in the back to make. Like, just I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Also, there's a little house. There's a little well, and we get a little bridge here. Again, all the bridges are very functional, and one of the criterias for me, at least, is for you to be able to use a boat underneath these. This was kind of difficult to do. We have a little retainer wall that I've built. Gives the whole structure a little bit more detail. Also, we have our little... I never really made ooh, I thought that was a glitch. Great entrance to the gold farm. But yeah, this is a little gold farm. Let's just sleep here. I think that's a great idea. The later storage system. Flip down to stop destroying items. It destroys swords and other stuff. Sometimes it destroys like a couple gold ingots, but that's kind of nice. It's very basic. It does the job. I got some XP. Nice. Pog. Yeah, it does the job. It still is very like, holy crap. Clearly, Minecraft is very is too much for my phone to handle. That's kind of funny. We have a little trading area there. Let's actually see if I can glide down there without falling. Little trading area here, and you see the paths. I really liked putting paths everywhere. Also liked putting signs that kind of tell you where everything is. There's just so much detail. Villager trading hall. There are also a lot of these campsites. They all have beds. So new players can use these, or players that are kind of a little bit too far from their homes can actually use these. I kind of like them. Use them a couple times. And soon it will load in. Just give it a minute. Purple bed. Also, Jello's house that he never finished. it's that's kind of a pattern that you'll see a lot in this world. There's a little nicer mining area. I like it. I like it. I like it. There's also Jello's shop 2.0 or 3.0. Was it 3.0? Only the best prices. It's actually a scam. Don't tell Jello, but it's a scam. It's totally a scam. Also, there was a big ship and it died. But I think the most important thing is the purple bed. It's the most valuable thing on the server. Jello. I'm taking a screenshot. I'm gonna shame him. I mean, sure, he didn't finish the rest of the house, but that's embarrassing. What does the sign say? All your basic needs at Jello's Market. Jello's Market. Cool. Yeah, I never really finished his house. God, I missed the starter. Let's actually go through here. Built a nice little bridge. It's very basic. I like it. It feels very supported. Never really finished this bridge, but that's okay. Purple bed. Purple bed. All hail the purple bed. Out of context, this is gonna seem weird, but I just have to do this. I just have to do this. I just I can't do that. Okay, never mind. Just let's just yeah. Oh, my color is actually purple. This is perfect. Purple bed. This is the most. It's the most valuable. Purple beds are worth 5 diamonds. Also, this is yeah, little underdeveloped area. These are the poor people. They're just disgusting. It's just ew. It's just cobblestone and wood planks. That's disgusting. Anyways, yeah, we have Errol's lag. We have a lot of lag. Errol's area. It's a nice world. I really like the season. There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of stuff. And again, if I really have to show everything, this stream would be like 3 hours long. This is the pumpkin game this is number 3 out of 5. I only did 5. I was too lazy. End is near. It's the end portal, which if you play like more than 2 seconds in this world, you'd know where the end portal is. It's let me give you a hint. Yeah. Spawn this way. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. There was so much more potential, though, in this world that we never really took advantage of, but that's okay. Nothing is perfect in this world. Oh, God, I miss this. I miss this. I had a lot of ambitious plans for this world, other than the Cyberpunk City. No one finishes their roofs. Jeez, look at this. What is this? The Roofless Realm? Hey, that's a great name. We have a lot of boats here. We have a nice little port. Thing is much cooler though. Yeah, there's so much to this world than you actually can see. The chunks not loading is obviously ruining this, and it's ruining my mood, which, yeah. that's what I get. Um, but I really like this. This was a great start to a world. It was kind of fun. We had a lot of ambitious plans, and unfortunately, some of the players got really burnt out. Um, or sometimes they would just get too bored. They would actually complete some of their plans, or they would just they wouldn't have enough inspiration to continue playing. And this is exactly what happened with Jello. He was just way too overpowered. He had all the gear, netherite gear, full enchantments. It was impossible for him to die, so it was no longer fun fighting mobs. He killed the Ender Dragon like 10 times in one day. Jeez, this dude's crazy. Um, and he didn't really have much inspiration for completing this house. Um, Even though he kind of like he did a lot of progress. Like all of a sudden, I saw all of this like in less than a day. He really wanted to get this thing finished, but unfortunately, never got around into doing it. Also, had a little secret area. This was the secret base, as the sign says. This was a secret base. Uh, Obviously, it's no longer a secret. I think everybody now knows about this. I can't believe he actually never saw this, because this looked nothing like this. It didn't. It wasn't square. It was kind of a weird shape, and he never noticed. And you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, this was Titania season 2, and I think it is time to go to season 3 Titania, because that's kind of the current Titania world. So let's just give the game a little bit of a rest. But yeah, Titania season 2, really fun. Was a great time. A lot of memories were created in this world. So it means a lot to me. And just like how I couldn't easily give up Titania 2, or the first Titania, I couldn't easily give this world up. But again, Jello insisted that we start a new world. He's kind of burned out from this older world, and he really wanted something new, a bit of a challenge, which obviously we kind of got in season 3. So, if the game wants to load, and oh, okay, so past, present, that's soon to be past. This is the kind of sad part about this whole stream is it's things, nothing is perfect in this world, and I I very much understand that there's nothing perfect in this world, and sometimes things may not go as planned. You may make a couple of mess ups. Some of them are pretty big mess ups too. So this is exactly what happened with Titania season 3, or Titania. That's horrible. I'm sorry. Sorry you had to hear that. Oh God. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna unfortunately be ending this, or temporarily, hopefully temporarily. Uh, it's gonna come to a halt for the time being. I really don't feel the members are still burnt out from the game, from the entire game. That it's no longer entertaining to play it for some of them, and they don't really have specific goals. I had goals, but unfortunately, again, it required having a lot of people active on the server. I really wanted to build a community, which is what I'm trying to do with this whole streaming thing. To build a community. These are the last. No, don't get near my house. Don't get near my house. Don't get near my house. Thank you. Good sir. This is kind of sad because I kind of like this. The very, very beginning of this world was kind of sketchy. And I really, again, just like the beginning of any new world, you have to start from scratch. You have to start from the very basics. And I wasn't encouraged to do that. I had full netherite gear. Hello, Mustafa. I had full netherite gear. I had all the materials I could ask for. So it wasn't very easy for me to give up the second season of Titania. But things slowly progressed. Started getting diamond armor, which is pretty good. You know, some decent armor. That's not decent. That's decent. I'm doing great, Mustafa. Uh, and we did a lot of stuff. Like, look at this. This is beautiful. This is original design. There's also a tree on top of my house. I I can't even explain this. There's just a tree. There's just a tree. There's also my little shop. I love this shop. It's original design. It's kind of a box with a triangular-ish roof. It's actually kind of slopey. I tried to do a different shape, but it didn't really work. But yeah, it was very interesting. It's a beautiful shop. This looks amazing. I really like the trick I did here with the trapdoors. I saw this somewhere, and I forgot where you could give the illusion of mixing up colors by doing this kind of stuff. I will play soon on the Realm. I'll join the Realm in a minute. But this is my little shop. It's really cool. I love the floors. I love this. I put too much dark wood, which obviously kind of ruins it. It could have been better. We have Mustafa's house. I built the majority of this house, and I also built the farm, which I'm really, really proud of. This actually is very simple, but it looks good. I like it. Mustafa's house is also pretty nice. I mean, apart from the roof, I hate the roof. God, that was a mistake. But yeah, this is Mustafa's shop. It's really sad seeing all of this because now it got destroyed. Got a little aquarium going on. Are the fish still alive? Yes. Okay, at least the fish aren't dead in this world. And yeah, we kind of had a lot of ambitious plans. Jello is kind of too far from here, so I can't really show up. Actually, maybe, you know what? Let's go to Jello's base. Again, I really like paths. Paths are great. Essential, some might even say. I just remembered I didn't bring it. Enough food. We're gonna be munching on some melon. So paths are great. Paths are great. They're just great. So pink sheet. And this is the original shelter. Everyone has one of these in their Minecraft. This is also great for war because it's a shelter. That was very random, but I really wanted. Oh. And I remembered, I got a netherite pick. It's nice. So we did get some netherite stuff in this world. Before everything got destroyed. Jello died like a couple times. And I found my stuff. That's okay. Please don't tell me this is gonna take forever. How's the audio, Mustafa? Is the audio good? The sound? So this was Jello's area. Kind of seems familiar because that's what he kind of did in season 2, at least for the first half of this world. Oh, this little guy. You see this little guy? This guy created problems. This guy was the cause of a freaking civil war. I know why they're destroying my freaking house. Moment of silence for the original. Well, that one is the original, but the original first life of Fixie. So, a little monument. I love this. Yeah, this was Joe's base. It's kind of nice. It's very simple. It's, this is his first shop before he built the one at spawn. But that's about it. This is as far as we went before we started a civil war, destroyed everything, and now we got no motivation to play whatsoever. And this is actually where it stands. And this is actually where it stands for today's stream too, because there isn't really gonna be much going on. I just really wanted to show, for those who didn't see this before, for those who don't know what Titania is, really wanted them to see all the stuff that we've done, all the memories we've had. And this was also a kind of a throwback for some of the older members. But that's about it. And with that bombshell, this will be the end of the stream. Hope you had a nice stream. Hope you enjoyed this stream, everyone. Hope to see you tomorrow. Hope I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow to kind of discuss the present and the future of Titania, because this isn't quite the present. In fact, this is part of the past. Again, we started a civil war, and we haven't really ended it. Not really, but yeah. Hope you had a nice stream. Thank you for watching, and good.